Welcome back to the Wildcast, the show where we talk about all things Kentucky football, basketball, cats in the pros, and whatnot. Jordan, we got a big show today, man. A lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to look forward to.
We sure do, Austin. I'm really excited to be a Cat fan this week.
Oh.
There's a lot going on. We could become bowl eligible. Probably going to take over the number one spot in the country in basketball.
Sir.
I'm telling you what, it's a good week to be a Cat fan.
It's a great week to be a Cat fan. It's also a good week to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Jordan, I'm at the Burkinator on the twits and the instas with a 3 instead of the E. It's like the Baconator, Jordan, but it's me.
But it's you.
It's me.
All right. Well, that's the Burkinator. You can find me on what is called Twitter.
The twits.
Or the twits.
It's the twits.
You find me at Jordo David.
Yep.
And guess what? You can find me on Instagram.
What?
Jordo David.
Switching things up, Jordan. I like
complicated,
that, man.
right?
You are a complicated man. You know what's not complicated, Jordan?
What's not complicated?
Kentucky being really, really good at basketball.
That is not complicated at all.
And that is what we're going to talk about first. It is our weekly wrap-up. All right, it is our weekly wrap-up, and we here at the Wildcast like to get the sad stuff out of the way first. So, Jordan, what we're going to talk about first is the Tennessee-Kentucky football game. The Cats are 5-5, and they were not able to overcome the Volunteers this weekend. Jordan, what's your thoughts on this game?
How can you rush for 450 yards? Okay, so I don't know if you saw this stat or not, but teams in NCAA was 38-0 rushing over 400 yards against their opponent this year.
Yep. Not anymore.
The record's 38-1 now thanks to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that one. I mean, I just don't – I don't know. I don't get how you can do that. I mean, honestly, the reason we lost was receivers.
Absolutely.
And we dropped 8 or 9, I think.
Well, we lost.
It was pitiful,
we lost.
man.
What's his name? What did he never came back?
Jeff
did he?
Badette.
He never
He's
came
out
back.
with a hip.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk more about that later. I don't know if I have something about that or not. Kind of do. Yeah, I know, right?
I like your
you like that?
I like you teasing.
Yeah.
Keep teasing, son.
But I mean, he was out. Jordan Jones was out.
Yeah.
The number 3 tackler in the SEC. Half the plays where they hit the hole and they had 15 yards on a carry.
Yeah.
Jordan Jones doesn't let that happen because he's a lot faster than our other linebackers.
That's
true. He just has that. He has straight line speed, but he can move laterally so quick.
Yeah.
Like, it's so impressive. That's why I love watching him. He's not that big. I mean, he's a hoss, but he's not that big. He's just so impressive the way he finds holes and fills the holes.
Mm-hmm.
My football coach used to tell us, he said, get in where you fit in, right?
Yeah.
Man, he does that perfectly. He
Absolutely.
finds just a little hole. Because if you think, running back's going to go where there's a big hole, right?
Ask Ezekiel Elliott in the NFL.
My thing would be, let's go in that big hole, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to run out. No. Get in the big hole, and we didn't do that this
That's
weekend.
what she said, Jordan. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude. I was waiting for somebody to take it there.
Look, man, I figured since people were going to anyway, I just,
took it there. In high school, he said that, and it was just like, oh, wow. My mind could not get out of the gutter in high school. But since you took it there for everybody else, I guess it's out there now.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I don't think they mind. They was thinking it.
Well, I like the point that you're making, though, because that's really what killed us. Mm-hmm. Joshua Dobbs rushed for 147 yards, Jordan. That's ridiculous. We were missing that inside presence. The holes, man, these were gaping holes. They looked like the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. It was absolutely ridiculous, man. And the Cats offensively really didn't play that bad. Like you said, we rushed for over 400 yards.
I mean, we threw for almost 200.
Without Badette.
We had over 600 yards of offense.
Yes.
I can't remember a time Kentucky had over 600 yards and lost. Defense did not step up. And, there was so many things, like Chris Westry got hurt, But with all them factors, though, still, we had plenty of chances to win the game, and we couldn't do it. And I'm still to the point where if we're going to run the Wildcat, throw the freaking ball.
Absolutely, man.
Like, Lord, all you got to do is throw it. Just open them up. Get them an extra yard off the line.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not asking him to throw a 50-yard bomb. I'm asking him to do an old Tim Tebow jump pass.
15-yard pass. Right down the middle, man.
Run right up behind the line of scrimmage, just jump up and throw it.
I like the Wildcat. It works we need to switch it up. This is so. Every single week, I feel like it's going to be such an expected thing. You are playing Kentucky. Get prepared to stuff the middle.
Yeah,
that's literally all you have to do.
And the only thing Kentucky has to do to get people away from that, Ben, is throw the freaking ball. Mm-hmm. I get the stupid double reverse pass they do, but first of all, if your quarterback can't make a 30-yard pass and throws it behind your running back, I mean, what good is that? And plus, they've seen that 4 times now. If Benny's, it's not hard. Yeah. He doesn't have to be a good thrower. If C.J. Conrad, or 6'5" NFL tight end, can't jump up and catch a pass or at least knock it down, then there's something wrong. And I think Eddie Grant is a great offensive coordinator, and I think Stoops has done a great job. But they have to find a way to not get out of the Wildcat, but they have to find wrinkles in the Wildcat to throw in.
Absolutely.
Or people are just going to just pound the box on us. Because, we can't throw the ball out of shotgun. Well, we can. When we do, we drop the ball. When we can't, our receivers catch.
We either drop the ball or he throws it 10 miles above their head. This was so frustrating to me. Why does he throw so high? This absolutely killed me. It was every other pass play. He's throwing 3 feet above their head.
Well, they always talk about that on ESPN about how he throws it from lower on his shoulder or something.
Why?
Like he didn't come above his head. He comes beside his ear.
You have a 6'5" tight end and you're throwing it a mile above his head.
I have no idea. Listen, I have no clue. Honestly,
I do not comprehend that.
It's an easy fix too. That's
every other play he'll look great. Every other play he'll throw a long bomb, completion. I don't. He's so inconsistent to me. And I'm not bashing him. He's been great for UK.
I agree.
We won 4 out of 5 SEC games. And he's been great. But he needs to be consistent. That is UK's problem every single year is consistency.
Yeah, and listen, Kentucky's going to a bowl. We'll talk more about this week's game. But they're going to go to a bowl. And Stephen Johnson's mind, he's preparing for the bowl because they're not going to rip because Drew Barker can redshirt now. And if I was Stephen Johnson, I'd be thinking, if I don't improve, I'm not starting next year.
Absolutely.
Because right now, he has a shot to start. You don't win 6 games and not have a chance to be the starter.
Yes.
Right now, he has a true, legitimate shot to be a starter.
If we can build the team around him, for sure.
And, I honestly, I kind of I feel like the team's already around him, because he makes a lot of mistakes. They pat him on the head.
That's true.
And I feel like he's really tough. But little stuff like throwing the ball high and – yeah, I love the fact that he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Mm-hmm. I love the fact, but I wish he would, instead of taking a sack, I wish he would throw the ball away.
He has a fumble problem.
Yeah, exactly. Every time he gets touched, I don't know if you've seen this, but he went on that big first run of the game when he went 65 yards.
Yes, which was great.
He held the ball with 5 hands. Well, he was not going to fumble it.
He knows. He's been told over and over, especially by UK fans, man. You can see it. You can see it on the Twitter sphere as well, man. He consistently fumbles the ball and he consistently throws high, and people aren't afraid to tell him
let's talk.
And I'm sure he knows.
I want to talk about that a little bit because that's really annoying to me. I guess part of my job, it's like I have to look at it I have to be unbiased, And
which is hard.
It is very hard, especially being a Kentucky fan. I can be biased a little bit, but whatever. But
not on this show, Jordan. You can be as biased as you need.
I can do whatever I want on this show.
Absolutely.
But my main thing is people don't realize this is a 19-year-old kid.
Yes.
And I just said kid because I'm 22.
This guy's
he's younger than us.
2 years younger than me, 3 than you.
3 than me.
That's ridiculous.
Lord of mercy, people threaten these kids. They talk about their families.
Yeah.
Come on. That is a junior in college who is probably the same age as most of their kids.
And that doesn't want to make you stay somewhere. That doesn't give you confidence going forward into your next year.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves, and I just get really mad. I get people who are going to say stuff, but there's a difference in saying stuff and picking.
Yes.
Just bullying.
Absolutely.
And it annoys me so much
how –
if they was in the pros and they're getting paid millions of dollars, so be it. You go after them.
Yeah.
I do that personally. But when they're not getting paid to play somewhere and they're going out, listen.
They're pretty much risking their lives.
Yeah.
They're getting beat up every single day.
He makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. I get that, tell them, hey, you didn't play well, whatever. But do not threaten the freaking kid, man. That's so annoying to me. But now I'm off on my little rant.
No, listen, man, that's a very justified point. I completely understand where you're coming from. You shouldn't, and I don't think UK does this terribly. especially for basketball, because most of the time you don't really have a lot to threaten with basketball. But I don't think UK fans are really bad for that. But even in the pros, I see people doing it in the pros for somebody playing bad, and I don't respect people who do that.
Yeah.
I understand you get in your groups and you're talking, but when you tweet at them and you comment at them and you tell them to go kill themselves and all this, I don't support that. I don't understand that. And to me, it's unjustified in every single way, form, or fashion. But yeah, well, we got off on a little tangent there, Jordan. But we're talking about UK football. That was a tough loss, but we're going to get back on our feet. We'll talk about the next game a little bit later. But before that, Jordan, we have some UK basketball to talk about. We played a little game, and we played a game before that, but we're going to focus on Michigan State today because that's what matters. Jordan, the final score of the Michigan State game was 69-48. Kentucky is 3-0, and they are about to become the number one team in the country. How are you feeling about this basketball team right now?
I'm feeling, man. You remember last week I told you. I mean, I completely switched what I was talking about.
You did.
Good
call.
I completely I felt so much better after Stephen F. Austin. And really honestly, after like the Asbury game, I felt really good about it.
Yeah.
I knew at that time it was really good. But, I was still kind of worried because Michigan State played Arizona like down to the nail.
They did.
And I was like wow. I think part of the reason we won by such a wide margin is they were coming from Honolulu or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Hawaii.
True. Very tired.
I mean, they were jet lagged, but still, that's not the difference in 21 points. That may have been like 5 points.
Yeah.
But Kentucky, they're good.
They're very good.
I think the one thing I don't like is Bam gets in foul trouble, but I think there's a lot on the referees, though, because as soon as he touches the ball, they call a foul.
I don't like talking about the referees because most of the time that's not what decides a game, but I did not like some of the calls, especially against Bam. That's a good point.
Willis didn't do much,
He had 0 points.
Didn't
score points.
That was very disappointing. But I think Willis will be fine.
He will.
He's not going to do that every game. But there was a lot of plus sides, Monk hitting 7 threes.
That was
very impressive.
Incredible. Monk, I'm telling you this right now. He has struggled. The first two games, he struggled scoring. He's the guy that when we get in the tournament and we need a scorer, we need somebody to push us past the point, when we're tired and we've played so many games in a row. He's the guy that I think is going to be the difference maker for this team.
Yeah,
I think he has determined that. I think not Monk, but I think Fox is the most athletic. I think Briscoe is the leader. I think Monk is the difference maker. I think he is the difference maker because that guy has. I don't know how, man. His stroke is beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
I love his form. I love his shot.
I didn't know if he was going to miss one there for a while. I mean, what did he make, 5 in a row or something?
It was, at one point, it was 4 in a row, man. And I thought for sure this guy was going to score 10 threes.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. I mean, that was one of the most exciting things I've seen in a long time. He stepped up. We're playing on a big stage, and that's the difference in our recruiting class and theirs.
Yep.
You can just tell that you can tell the difference in the programs.
Yes,
Izzo,
absolutely.
Izzo, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but Izzo was like, it's hard to win with freshmen. Mm-hmm. He said, at Kentucky you win with freshmen.
You do.
And
I think Calipari has proved the haters wrong.
Yeah,
I really do.
I mean, there's a reason Kentucky's the best.
Yes.
I mean, you look at Duke got beat the other night. Which that was awesome ending.
That was great.
That was awesome.
He is, I think, one of the best players in the nation. He is phenomenal. He's going to take Kansas very far.
What's his name?
Frank Mason.
Mason the third or something.
Yeah. He is a great. Yeah,
he's
just an all-around talent, and he's got the experience. That's the thing that I think.
He's been there for like 10 years.
He has. What is he? He's fourth. He's a senior, right? He's a senior.
I just feel like he's been there for like 10 years
and
now.
He's got, man. He is going to be such a good NBA player. I was so impressed watching him. And the best part is, almost last second shot, to beat Duke. That was great. And it's going to boost Kentucky to the number one team in the nation, which in a way worries me because every time we're number one, we have the target on our backs because they're not the best. Did you see somebody on ESPN the other day saying Indiana's the best team in the country?
Jeff Goodman's dumb.
That was ridiculous.
I hope Jeff Goodman listens to this. He'll probably ruin any chance I have of getting the internship I'm wanting with ESPN. But I don't care. Like, you're an idiot if you post that Indiana is the best team in the country.
Absolutely.
Jeff Goodman, I don't know if you know about Jeff Goodman, but when Marcus Lee declared he's going to the draft, he went to Jeff Goodman. Kentucky hates Jeff Goodman now because you're supposed to go through media relations. Yep. And Jeff Goodman just went, whoop, I'm going to sneak on in here and break the news. And I'm telling you what, Jeff Goodman's a piece. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to stop because I literally may not get this internship if they keep on hearing me.
I want to hear it.
But that's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's nuts to pick Indiana as the best team in the country.
Granted, they had a good game the other night, but come on, man. Kentucky beat Michigan State. He said this after they beat Michigan State. He beat them by 21 points.
And it's not even that. I mean, it's Michigan State, yes. But where the game was, it's in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson sitting right there.
Yeah.
You have 100 NBA scouts, all kinds of NBA players watching you. And you win by 21. Mm-hmm. Malik Monk showed why Jay Billis talks about how he wants the one and done rule to be gone and just be able to come straight out of high school again. I don't agree with that personally.
I don't either.
Because I like just that would be no fun. But in that fact, I agree that some kids are ready. Like Malik Monk can go right now.
I think he could too.
He can go right now.
I think Fox has the talent to go right now.
Yeah, Fox, Briscoe was ranked 88th. Remember how we talked about that?
That's ridiculous.
His draft stock is rising so much.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got 20.
Great. It's
amazing. And just the difference. Last year, he made like 10 free throws total. He's already made 10 in like the first 3 games. Yeah. And this team has so much depth. You have 9 really good players. I think you have 10 if you count Mulder.
Mm-hmm. I think
Mulder can play.
He's not going to get the playing time that he deserves, but he's a good player.
Yeah, and honestly, man, I was talking to my stepdad about this. I keep yawning.
It's all right. I'm supposed to just yawn.
Okay, I guess just yawn. Whatever. But anyways, I was talking to my stepdad. We watched the game the other night, and I love Willis just because he's like the hometown guy. And I did not want Gabriel to succeed. I'm going to completely admit it.
Really?
I don't know. I just thought that. I don't know. I just didn't think that he was all that.
Okay.
And I think he's finally I think he hit a stride when he got to Kentucky. Yeah. Because out of high school, I think he was good, but I didn't think he was what everybody said.
As good as everybody was saying.
And he came out in the blue-white game. I didn't think he was that much.
Okay.
And then he came out in the first game. And I was like, okay. This dude's here.
And
I feel a lot better about Willis not playing. I'm glad Cal started Willis again.
Yes.
But if Cal was to start Gabriel now, I wouldn't be mad.
I think
because he can rebound too.
He didn't do anything flashy in that game, but I think he showed that he is a consistent player, and he's good enough to start.
And he rebounded.
The
reason Willis got pulled, people get mad because they think, he pulls Willis too quick. Listen, if he would just rebound, because he wants Willis to play.
Willis can't play defense either.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that. I love Derek Willis, but he can't play defense.
Yeah, he's not quick enough. But, that's okay. The key is effort, though, especially when it comes to rebounding.
Yeah.
That's something you don't have to be good at.
Yeah. That's
something just true effort. You seen Tyler Eulis when he rebounded. Or Briscoe. When Briscoe rebounds, it's off effort.
Yeah.
That's what Briscoe has. And it's just, to me, I don't know. Right now, Gabriel's definitely got the upper hand.
He does.
And I love watching that 5 in Fox, Monk, Gabriel, Bam, and
just some great.
Really, I don't know who am I leaving out.
Just some great young talent.
Yeah. Oh man.
Seriously, Kentucky. They didn't have the number 1 recruiting class, did they? Duke did, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So I will go on record and say once Duke's players get healthy. If you're going to compare Duke to Kentucky right now, how do you outmatch this Kentucky?
You can't.
How do you outmatch this Kentucky team? They are so talented, and it's not just in one aspect either. It is you've got the point guard, you've got the shooting guard, you've got the power forward, you got the center, man. You have an entire team of freshmen.
And what does a guy sitting behind a computer know about basketball sometimes? A lot of the time it's just somebody watches basketball on TV and they're like, oh, well, he's pretty good. Yeah. And then they make a big article about it. Listen, I know several people that do that. And it really, it's just like whatever. Like, there's a lot of people know a lot about recruiting, like Justin Rowland, Evan Daniels.
Yes.
Them guys know a lot about it. But sometimes I'm just like, what are you talking about? And I don't know. I think there's a lot of ifs to it, but you see what's on the floor compared to Duke right now. And you can see the difference in 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I mean, like, Gabriel should have been ranked higher.
Yes, yes, he should have.
I think, and honestly, I mean, Bam, right now I don't think Bam is what everybody says.
He's not. And I think his body is the most NBA ready out of anybody that I've seen in college basketball. But
he's got a lot to learn.
He does. He is not. He is not on that level that, say, Karl Anthony Towns was his first few games, or an Anthony Davis. And he has a long way to go.
And, you know, if you think about all of Cal's big men, they all started slow, though. Even Karl Towns started slow. Anthony Davis started slow.
Cousins started slow. Yeah.
Every one of them starts slow. But they all get better besides Scal. He didn't get that much better. No, I think he started out better than
I'm still surprised.
But you know who I was most impressed with? I mean, like, he missed a couple rebounds sometimes, but Isaac Humphries, man, he played really well.
He did, man.
He rebounded. I think there was times like he should have been stronger with the ball, but overall you couldn't tell. You couldn't say Isaac Humphries played bad in that game at all.
Well, the thing that I was worried about before the season is Humphries going to come into the game and just not bring the team down, but not look on the same level as these young guys.
I think he was showing the way for the young guys.
He showed the athleticism too, man.
He has improved a lot.
Absolutely.
He made that spin move and dunked it.
That was great.
Sweet.
And he's lost so much weight, man. He's a very athletic person. Yeah, and I don't think people give him the respect that he deserves.
I agree. That was sweet. I'm a huge Humphries fan.
Yeah.
And I was just so happy.
I like his accent, too. His accent's great.
I agree.
But you want to know what I think the best part about this game was? We held Michigan State to 48 points. We held...
Defense was there.
The number 13 team in the... Not anymore. But the number 13 team in the nation to 48 points. I think... I'm going to go on record and say I think this is the best defensive team Kentucky's had in years. Since Anthony Davis's team. Because Anthony Davis's team was wonderful.
Well, there's a difference in defensive teams.
That's true.
They were shot blockers. We're Steelers.
We're Steelers, yeah.
I mean, we had 9 steals the other night. We had like 5 blocks, but that was flip it. 9 blocks, 5 steals.
I think that we just know how to get down and guard the ball. A lot of teams, we overlook when teams can just get down in a good defensive stance. That's one of the things I learned in basketball in high school, Jordan. If you don't get in your defensive stance, people are going to fly around you.
Very true.
This team, I was watching, all 5 players on the floor were squatted about as low as they could go in their defensive stance the whole time, almost the whole game.
I agree.
That's great. That's great coaching, too.
Yep, sure
That's great coaching.
I mean, you see Briscoe, of course, is great, you know. But honestly, guy I'm impressed with just by effort is Gabriel in defensive stand.
Yeah.
You see how low he gets. I mean, he's 6'8". And he gets down there and he moves just with them little guys. And Humphries guarding little guys up top.
They don't get lazy.
It's awesome. Bam, you can put Bam anywhere and he can play the position.
Yeah, you can.
This team is so versatile in what they can do. That's what impresses me most about this team. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I'm looking forward to most about this season is just seeing how different this team has been.
Yeah.
From people want to compare this to John Wall's team. I agree in comparison. But
this
team is completely different.
Yeah.
Because Bam is not DeMarcus Cousins.
Absolutely.
He plays completely different from DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins didn't pull out and shoot an elbow shot very much. You know, he was getting down, he was banging with you, and then he'd dunk it.
Well, see, I agree with the comparison of John Wall and Fox.
I agree
That's
with
the
that
comparison I agree with. But I don't.
Yeah.
The team thing.
The whole team,
this is the most different team that UK's had since John Calipari showed up.
Yeah, he's completely had to break into his. He's had to break in the playbook, and he's had to come up with new stuff for this team.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't just do the dribble drive. Mm-mm. I mean, I love that. Like this team, everybody said this team can't shoot. I think we proved that the other night.
We can shoot.
We can shoot.
We can shoot the lights
Fox can shoot. Willis can shoot. Monk can shoot. Gabriel can shoot. We have 4 good shooters. And Briscoe can shoot decent now.
Briscoe's a great shooter.
And the thing is, he gives you the threat. He may not make 50% of his threes, but he's going to make 30% now.
And he's not afraid to shoot.
That's enough to make them play up on you.
Absolutely.
And I think that's enough to get the job done. So
absolutely, Jordan. Well, we have a lot that we still have to talk about, but I think overall we can say that Kentucky basketball is back, baby.
back.
And we're the number one team in the nation. And Kentucky football, we're going to a bowl game this year. So I think UK fans have a lot to be happy about right now and a lot to look forward to. But let's talk about our predictions for the upcoming games in the basketball and football world. All right, so we're in the basketball zone right now, Jordan. So let's just keep it on that level. What's the games that we can look forward to before? Well, let's say the game that we can look forward to before our next podcast.
Well, we got Kentucky and Duquesne.
Kentucky and Duquesne. What a...
Most people don't even know how to say Duquesne, by the way. They see it and they like Duquesne. That's what I used to say, though, too.
I'm pretty sure I said that the other day when my friend asked who Kentucky was.
It's all right, though. I think a lot of people... But I do remember one time I saw Duquesne's bus broken down on I-75.
Really?
Like by Lexington. That was kind of funny.
Did you pull in and say, hey, Duquesne?
No.
You okay?
I was just like, hey, there's Duquesne.
There's Duquesne.
And then I remember they talked about it on KSR, and they're like, Duquesne. I'm like, oh.
Oh, well.
Duquesne.
Ouch.
So,
what does KSR know?
Yeah,
Come on. The Wildcast knows what they're talking about.
I agree.
It's Duquesne.
It's Duquesne. Let's call him Duquesne. Are we allowed to call him Duquesne?
I think we can call him whatever we want. Let's go Duquesne.
Duquesne.
For the rest of the podcast, they are now Duquesne.
Duquesne, not Duquesne.
Hashtag Duquesne. Tweet it at the Wildcast.
Spelled just like Duquesne, by the way.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But we're going to call it Duquesne. All right, Jordan, do you know anything about this team?
Well, they got a couple good scores. Don't really have much, to be honest with you. I'm not worried.
What's their record so far? I'm curious.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. They're coming off of...
So we're going to say they're going to be 2-2 after this week.
No, they're going to be 2-2 by far. Okay. Oh, man.
All right.
They beat St. Francis, which St. Francis isn't good.
We had a Catholic school in Pikeville called St. Francis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, a bunch of my friends went there. Shout out to my friends that are probably not listening to that.
Hey, yeah. Well, tell them to listen.
You know what? I'm going to.
If you guys ever, see Austin's friends at St. Francis, Kentucky, tell them to listen.
Yeah, say you guys should listen to the Wildcast.
They beat Loyola. Loyola's decent.
Okay.
That's like one of UK's usually first starter games. But I will give them this, they only lost by 8 to Penn State. Penn State's not amazing.
Yeah.
But
that's still impressive.
Yeah.
Division I.
But I'm telling you a perfect way to match it up. They play Canisius tomorrow. So
that's how we'll be able to tell.
Show. I mean, how they play Canisius, that'll show.
So we'll
right now the line on that game's even too.
Really?
So,
wow.
I mean, I would pray with Canisius then.
So
I think we'll beat them probably by 40.
That's what I was saying.
But
well, here's the thing. I predicted a 40-point win against Canisius, and we didn't get that. I mean, I think, of course, that is a game that UK can't. We didn't even talk about this in the wrap-up, just because I don't think it really matters. We came out, and UK basically said, "Are we playing tonight?"
Yeah,
that's
we
the vibe I got.
So slow.
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, that was like very.
If we would have played like we played against Michigan State against Canisius, I think we would have been looking at a 40 or 50-point game.
Oh, maybe worse. Like, that was bad.
So Duquesne, I think that we are going to beat them by at least, I want to say 35. I'm going to say 35. What's your line, Jordan? What are you
35. I'm going to guess the actual score. You ready for this?
Oh, give me a score, man.
I'm going to guess 99.
Whoa, hey now.
Yeah. 99 to 58.
Okay. Well, I'll keep it.
I'm going big.
I'll keep it simple. I'll say 85-50.
Yeah, I'm not simple. It's not how I roll. I didn't want to cross the century mark, so I was like, I'm just going to say 99.
See, I know I would have had to start doing math in my head if I would have done.
Well, I just honestly didn't even guess. Like, I think I just kind of made up a score. It just feels right, you know. Like half the time when I do my keys to victory and like on Sea of Blue, like most time, like my score, I guess, which last week I guess like it was gonna be 38-28, ended up being like 46-36 or whatever, but.
Well, I said 35-32.
Hey.
we were both wrong.
Yeah, we were both wrong. But most time when I do that, I really just like pick a number that sounds good in my head. Yeah. And I go with it. But most of them I'm pretty close, like on my actual predictions. Like Bama, like I was like right on.
Okay, I will tell you this though. We ended up beating Canisius by I think 23. Yeah. I predicted on the show 25.
Did you?
Yes, with a minute left. We were up by 25, and I was sitting there just like, oh my gosh, I've got it right. And then they had to score a bucket, and I was really upset.
Dang.
I almost had the score exactly right.
I don't remember what I predicted.
I don't remember what you predicted either. I literally, but I just said 25, just thinking, yeah, but 25.
25? I feel like I would have said like 50. probably because I'm an idiot.
Listen, no, you're not. I expected us to win by that much, but we didn't. And,
we should have.
And I think Duquesne is going to honestly be a blowout. We're going to say a blowout. We're going to say a blowout, especially if Canisius just roughs them
I
up.
remember the score. I said 99 to something.
Let's go with
99-58. 58.
99-58.
That's not bad. It's only 42 points, right?
We don't math on this show.
99-58.
We do not
math. Is it
math.
40? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so
Hold on,
100,
we're going to figure this out.
100 minus 50 is 50, okay?
Wait, 99.
Plus-
That's 41, isn't it?
No. 99-50. Yeah,
16,
it
17,
is
18,
41.
41, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
I can math sometimes.
I can't. You know, never mind. I'm not going to say it.
What?
I'm trying to get a job.
Go ahead, give it to me.
No, okay.
No, nobody's listening to this.
Nobody's listening.
No, nobody's going to hire you to listen to this.
Yes, they're going
Well,
to.
they're not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. They're out on that.
Might as well just,
Let's just say math is just not my subject.
Oh, man, I can't math. I can't science. I can't usually talk, as you can tell right now with my lingo.
Lingo. Tim. Okay, so our like boss in TV here at Moorhead is Tim Creekmore.
Tim
Shout
Creekmore.
out Tim Creekmore. But like he always gets on me on my TV show this semester. Like he was like, I can tell you're from Eastern Kentucky. You sound like Big Hillbilly. I'm like, listen, dude.
Hey,
back off. I'm just showing. And this show, I only messed up twice.
Okay.
I said, ain't you?
Ain't you?
Which, that ain't bad. So you had to say ain't again.
Hey, we're in Kentucky. We
That
have the right
is
to say
not
ain't you.
bad. And then I said, I don't remember what else I said. But he was like, you sound like a Big Hillbilly again. I'm like, yeah, basically.
Jordan, I'll tell you this. We are doing a Kentucky podcast. We can talk like we're from Kentucky.
Because we are from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And you're from the best part of Kentucky.
Buddy, I'm from
Pikeville.
Pikeville. From Pikeville, Kentucky. I can say what I want.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton loves you guys.
Oh, yes.
I just figured I'd throw that in there.
I don't think she likes...
Are we allowed to talk politics on the show?
Well, we can do what we want, Jordan. It's our podcast.
All right,
I
tell
don't
me,
think Hillary...
what did you think? Don't tell
about
me.
the election?
What you think, yeah.
I think people are handling it like a bunch of little babies. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's all
honestly,
I'm gonna say.
I didn't really care who won. I figured it wasn't going to matter, especially where we live in Kentucky. Kentucky's Republican.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Kentucky's a bunch of hard-working, middle-class people.
You knew Trump was going to win.
Trump was going to win, so, my vote didn't really matter. I hate saying that.
Well, really, though, it's the truth.
Yeah, I hate saying it like that, but, yeah, that's how it is here. If I lived in Florida, your vote matters in Florida.
That's
clearly. But yeah, people with all this stuff, like rioting stuff and
burning of the American flag, I can't stand that.
Listen, that burning the American flag, I don't get into a lot of politics issues, but that right there, shoo.
I'll tell you this: I don't ever post about politics.
Yeah, I don't
never
either.
have.
I did
never
the other
will
day.
until I saw them burning the American flag.
I did the other day. I saw how Trump said he was gonna arrest people who done that. And I honestly, I think Trump is just sometimes, but I think he always sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm completely unbiased about it, but man, oh man, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, people fight every day to save that flag.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna burn it just to make a stupid point that makes no sense.
Yep.
Come on, you deserve to go to jail for that.
I had a buddy who just left for the Army.
I remember your Snapchat.
Yeah, about a month ago, and before, because I don't really have anybody in my family that serves in the military, but now that I have somebody who's very, very close to me, one of my best friends, it hurts seeing people burn the American. And I don't care what you're doing it for, and I know it's not. Trust me. So people were letting me know on my Facebook post, "Hey, it's not illegal. Yeah. You have the free." Listen, I don't care.
You know who commented on mine?
Who?
Who is the most? Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'll say it on here because he knows what's up. Who is the most talkative person in Convergent Media at Moorhead State?
Chad.
But not but annoying, like Chad.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean that kind of fits.
I like Chad.
Yeah, I like Chad too. It starts with an M. His first name's M. Last name's S.
No, Michael Simpkins.
Yes.
No.
Dude. That was my best friend in high school.
We here at the Wildcast like to call people out.
Oh, listen, Michael Simpkins. I'll tag you on Facebook, bro, just so you listen to this.
And it's okay. Michael Simpkins is a friend, so
listen, he used to be my best friend. We're still friends.
There you
go. But he commented on my status about how it's in our right and our First Amendment. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Everybody started laying into him. Like, dude, are you what the heck is your problem?
Yeah, absolutely.
About my best friend, Jared Castle. He's been in the Marines for 4 years now. Ever since we graduated, I was one of his groomsmen at his wedding and everything. And, like, I think about, like, him. And I have so many friends that's in the Marines.
Yeah.
And that are, like, overseas. Jared's been overseas twice now. And I'm like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It just really annoys me. I don't know how we got talking about
Look,
politics.
man, if anybody is listening right now and they disagree with us, I completely understand that. You are justified to believe what you believe, but we are talking about what we believe right now because we're the only two people in this room.
We can kind of just do it. And we don't mean to, like, make anybody mad, but...
No, not at all.
Come on, though.
But here's the thing. If we disagree with what you say, we're not going to go protest and make signs that say F you and,
we're not
and
gonna
burn
do that.
flags. We're not going to do that if we disagree with you.
I'll gladly just say, hey, this is what I think.
Yes.
And then if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine.
I just think it's so funny that that the people were saying that when Trump wins, his supporter, or when Trump loses, his supporters are going to lose their minds. Well, it looks to me like some other people are losing their minds. And it's not all of them. There's a lot of very civil. If you have a very civil and justified protest, that is completely understandable. It is well within your right. Mm-hmm. These protests are not very civil and they're not very justified.
My favorite thing, though, going around Facebook is the picture of, like, the tattoo on the woman and it says, Trump's not my effing president.
Oh.
I'm like, well, he is.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Like, he is. So you better have a good tattoo removal person or you better have a great cover-up or you're just going to be like, that's going to be a lot of drunk stories right there.
I'll tell you the best thing that I saw. There was a video of a guy on Instagram, and he was making fun of how, well, he wasn't really making fun of it. He was doing how everybody says they were moving to Canada, and it was a series of Snapchats. He actually got on a plane and went to Canada, and it was just him on the plane. He was like, well, I don't really know what to do now. And then he got in Canada. He's like, oh, man, I need a job. And then he just didn't know what to do with himself.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the funniest minute and 20 seconds I've ever watched because he went to Canada, and once he got there, he didn't know what to do. He was stuck. It was, and I don't know if it was a skit. I don't know if it was set up, but it was I cracked. He was sitting on a bench asking a guy for a job. It was so funny. And another thing is, if you're going to move to Canada, doesn't it take like 8 to 10 years to become a Canadian citizen?
I think so, yeah.
So good luck. Good luck with that. We'll have another president by then. So there you go.
Yeah, I'll move back before it comes.
There you go. But
well, since we got off on politics there.
Let's transition. What's a good transition from politics to football, Jordan?
Well, I mean, I'll say this. This football season feels a lot like that election. It just keeps, like, dragging on and
back
dragging
and
on
forth.
to that desperately needed 6th win. So
Woo!
Let's see if we can't get it. What do you say?
Are we going to trump it or are we going to Hillary it?
I think we're going to trump it.
I think we're going to trump it. We have Austin P this
Austin
weekend.
P 0-10.
So.
They just got beat by EKU like 65 to like 31 or something.
This is going to be bad, Jordan.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad.
We don't really have a filter right now, but and anybody who is from Austin P listening, all 0 of you, this is going to be a slaughter fest.
I'm just going to go on and say it. Tonight, I'm writing an article that we're going to a bowl. I'm going to write an article saying we're finally in a bowl.
And then people's going to be upload that argument.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to upload it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it just so, like, partly just because people will be like, well, we haven't won yet. And I'm going to comment back, Austin P.
That's all you got to say.
And
Austin P.
On my prediction, I'm going to say like 85-12. And it's not even like my real prediction though is like 56-12.
Okay.
Or 56. I'll give them 14. Okay. 56-14. But Austin P, the Governors, man, they're not governing much. They're pretty.
I'll go.
They're governing a lot of losses.
I will go 68-17.
Whew, 68?
I will go 68-17.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Because I want to go higher than you.
Okay, well, first of all, we were talking about Badet.
Okay.
I don't think Badet's going to play.
Oh, well, you know.
No, I don't think it's going to just change your prediction.
Yeah.
But
I'm still going 68-17. Why not?
I don't think I don't think he should play. I've kind of heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've kind of heard he's not going to play. The main reason being because of his hip. Like, you don't want to risk a hip injury, especially going into the Louisville game, you know, and then the bowl game. Like, it could be long term. And you're freaking me out.
Sorry.
You're good. It could be like a long-term injury if he gets hurt in this game.
Absolutely.
He can have a whole extra week of rest. And
get him prepared for
I agree. There's just been like rumors going around that he wasn't going to play. And I think you try to get Johnson out by halftime.
That's fine.
Because no matter what people says, Johnson is going to be our guy.
Now, if that's the case, then my prediction is going to be very wrong. But you know what? I'm going to stick by it.
I don't think so. I mean, because Gunnar Hoke's probably going to come in.
Okay.
And Gunnar Hoke, I mean, he can gun it downfield.
He can gunner it.
He can gunner it
downfield, man.
That's it. So, I mean, honestly, I think he'll do fine.
Okay.
I don't think he'll do any better than Johnson, but I don't think we're going to lose much by bringing him in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think you need to save Johnson, especially for the bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
And because Barker's out. You know, you heard he's having surgery, right?
Real.
And we haven't talked about that yet. Oh, man.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I forgot. I thought we was talking about that. Drew Barker, he's out. I mean, of course he's going to be out for a season, everybody thought. But now he's, like, done.
He's out.
I guess, like, his back pain was, like, a lot worse than what everybody thought.
Wow.
So he's getting, like, actual back surgery.
Poor guy.
So that's a big deal. Like, you know, I feel because, like, back, that's a big thing. You know?
Absolutely.
Like, that's something that can linger. And you look at Tony Romo, which you've seen he was named the backup, which, by the way, I have a lot of respect for what Tony Romo went out there and said.
That press conference, that's one of the best things I've seen in football.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
That was great. And they beat my Steelers this weekend, so it's tough for me to appreciate them right now, but that was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was very impressive. I was glad that he got up there and just kind of just took responsibility and said, you know, NFL's it's a tough game. You got to earn it.
That's the better quarterback.
Yeah, and right now he is.
Everybody
He's winning.
knows that.
He's winning games.
He's winning games.
You know, if he loses, I think if he loses 2 in a row, you put Romo back in. Yeah. But for right now, he's the guy. Yeah. But with Barker, you know, like it's going to be one of them lingering injuries that I think next year he could have had a big year. But now I'm worried that, you know, what if that back doesn't heal up completely? And it's always that pain's always going to be there no matter what now. Yeah. Because once you have surgery on your back, you know,
you're never the same person.
Yeah, you're not going to be the same. It may not bother you all the time, but when it bothers you, it bothers you. And I don't know. I feel bad because, I mean, he seems like a really, really good guy.
He does.
And
UK fans gave him a lot of flack over the first 2 games.
Yeah,
but
he done well, too. And I just feel bad for him because, you know, you don't want that to happen to anybody.
Not at all.
But now the chances of him coming back and being really good, I think are slim to none.
Absolutely.
I think he'd be an average quarterback, but now I think it opens up for Steven Johnson more.
Yeah, it opens the door
and
for
Gunnar
Johnson.
Hoke, too, really.
That's what I was going to say. It opens the door for Gunnar as well.
I mean, Gunnar Hoke's very good. He was really highly recruited out of high school. He's good. He's going to compete for the starting job next year.
Okay.
Even if Barker's in the conversation and Johnson. Gunnar Hoke is good. And he can compete. He is. And then you got to think you have.
Well, I'd like to
what's
see.
What's his name coming in from Ohio? The one that.
Yeah, recruit.
God, what's his name?
I can't remember.
I talked about it.
We talked about him the other day.
I don't even remember his name. Well, but anyways, that guy that committed to Ohio State and has a tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good, too. Has a tattoo of Ohio State. That's pretty funny.
He's going to change that to Kentucky.
He better.
He'll just ink around it.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's going to be a good quarterback competition next year. And, you know, you got a lot of good receivers coming back. You know, you got Badette coming back. You got Ryan Timmons coming back. You got Conrad coming back.
Conrad, man. I think Conrad's going to be a beast.
He's fine.
If we can figure him out, I think he's going to be a beast.
We just have to get people get the ball to him, you know, because he's hard. Oh, man. Did you see that one-handed catch he had, by the way?
Okay. I think he's a pro-level tight end.
He is. No,
I think he's a pro-level tight end. I think he can make it in the NFL.
He's like Gronk, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, he's big. He's pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's agile. He's strong.
Yep.
Has good hands. Man, he's tough. He got drilled when I thought he broke his hip.
Got right back up.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
He's a man.
So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot to look forward to.
Absolutely.
For the rest of this year in football, and next year, I think we're going to be even better. I think we're going to be very.
I think we'll win 7-8 games next year, and I think we will.
We should have won. I mean, think about this. Yeah. We beat Southern Miss, which we should have.
Yeah,
we should have beat Southern Miss.
The Georgia game.
Georgia should have, and honestly. We had plenty of chances to beat Tennessee.
We did.
We should be. I mean, legitimately, I think we could be 8-2 right now. Instead, I mean, we could have been 9-1.
Mm-hmm.
There was the possibility. Besides Florida, Florida and Alabama. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's
so
no
8-2. We could be sitting 8-2, or at least 7-3.
Yeah, top of the SEC.
We would be in the lead in the SEC East because Florida's lost 3 SEC games.
Yeah,
we win the SEC East.
That's crazy.
And that people's not like. People aren't thinking about that much, but that's crazy to think about. We are 8 points from being 7-3 right now.
If we get to that bowl and we win the bowl this year, I will consider this year the most successful year UK's had in a long time.
You want to go to the bowl game with me?
Do you want to go to the bowl game?
Tickets are only like $8.
Oh, dude, I'd go.
It's
Absolutely.
It's going to be either Shreveport, Memphis, or Nashville.
Ooh.
Let's take our girlfriends and let's go.
Sure.
$8.
Come on, man.
We'll go down there, split a hotel.
Dude, let's
Little
do it.
Bert can go, whatever. I don't care.
Bring Josh.
Since everybody's whipping me in fantasy league this year anyway, so I've gave up on fantasy.
Hey, you know what? My little 16-year-old brother won our fantasy league last year, and I helped him out. I shouldn't have done that. That's
You're like, what's his name off the league and his wife. But Little Burke is his wife.
He's the wife.
He
ends up winning. He ends up winning.
He's the
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Well, I'll leave you guys with this. The one thing I will say about Austin Peay is when my mom was in college, she went to a couple Moorhead games, and she went to Moorhead State. Just like her lovely son did. So did my dad, actually. My mom was telling me the story.
My stepdad went there.
Really?
Went here, yeah.
But my mom was telling me the story about how every time they'd play Austin Peay, they would do this chant, and they would put their arms backwards, and they'd move them forwards, and they say, "Let's go Peay. Let's go Peay." That's the school we're playing against this weekend, Jordan. We're playing against a school that shouts, "Let's go Peay."
I guess they got to pee, man.
I thought that was hilarious, man. So, I'll leave you guys with that. Let's go Peay.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, Austin, do you know what time it is?
What time is it, Jordan?
It's time for...
Oh, do it. Okay, here we go.
The Player of the Week.
I love it.
I love it, dude.
All right, this is Player of the Week, Jordan's wonderful drop. It's probably the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Jordan, I know you got first choice this week, and I think we all know who you're taking. But why don't you just tell everybody who you took from me, man?
Malik Monk.
Oh,
He monked them all out of there.
he monked him. Hashtag monked him.
Hashtag monked them.
Yep.
With 23 points against Michigan State and 16 against Canisius, going 7 for 11 against Michigan State.
That's pretty great, man.
I'm telling you what, that was I know we've talked a lot about that, so I won't spend a lot of time on that. But, man,
That was a three-point extravaganza
That
by
was
Malik Monk.
Awesome. You know, I thought Dick Vitale was going to have a heart attack on the table right there watching
I
that.
swear to you, I love every time I see him like before a UK game and he's standing there. Oh man, I get excited because when he's doing a UK game, I get pumped up.
Oh, right.
And he was loving Malik
How
Monk.
could you not? You know, in any second, he could probably stroke out.
That's right, baby.
Yeah,
Malik Monk, baby.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, man. I'm impressed.
I used to do commentary for Bath County on iHigh.com or
Yeah.
whatever, and the guy he done a great impersonation of Dick Vitale.
Dickie V. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's
right.
I don't know why I have your wallet in my hand, bro.
Nah, you just
I
spinning
just picked
it
up your
around,
wallet.
pulling my credit card out,
But yeah,
counting my money.
Malik Monk's my dude.
Malik Monk,
We've
man.
talked about Malik Monk.
We
this
have.
whole show. So
Well, he's the dude. He's the dude that I wanted to go with too. But I will gladly take Isaiah Briscoe
you're gonna take somebody from Tennessee.
for his.
Am I
Jordan,
the only person that does that?
I know last week we had a little thing here, and I know you went with Georgia's kicker. I get that. Glasses McGee, whatever we want to call him. But this week, I'm going hometown hero, Isaiah Briscoe, the return man, 2 21-point games in a row, the guy that I think is going to lead this team to a national championship this year. That's my prediction, by the way. I think Isaiah Briscoe has played great. He's shown leadership. He's played great defensively. He has improved his shot. I think the first 3 games of the season, he has showed that he is not going to lag behind like some UK fans think. He's not going to be the guy that's going to come in and fall behind these young freshmen. He's the leader. I think he has accepted that role, and I think these young guys are going to look at him and say, I want to be like either Tyler Eulis from last year or I want to be like Isaiah Briscoe. I want players to come in next year and say, I want to do what Isaiah Briscoe did. I want this team to thrive. And I think with Briscoe's talents, and I'm not just talking about he's the player of the week, right? He's played good, not just in the Michigan State game, because he played great, but he played good in the Canisius game as well. But I think he is the guy moving forward that I'm most excited to watch because he is not one of these young freshmen. He's seasoned. He knows what he's doing. And I think he's going to play his way into the NBA draft, and I think he's going to play his way into a national championship. And Isaiah Briscoe, man, I hope he pops up on this list a little bit more this year. I really do, because with Fox and Malik Monk and Bam all on the same team, if you can play your way into that is a high standard. Austin Burke's Player of the Week. Come on, Jordan.
It's a huge deal.
That's a pretty big deal. And I know these guys are listening right now, so they're really excited.
Yeah,
Not
of course.
really. They're not listening.
What if
But
they are listening?
they might be listening. Hey, Isaiah, you're my player of the week, man.
Congratulations, Malik Monk.
Congratulations.
You were the first choice.
You were the first choice.
Good job, Isaiah Briscoe, being the alternate.
But I
They
think
probably won't listen anymore now.
they won't. Well, I know the other players won't listen anymore. Like, why wasn't I player of the? You know what? Step it up. That's my challenge
That
to you,
should be
cats.
a new segment. Step it up.
Step it up.
What cats need to step it up.
Ooh, that's a tease for next week, guys. We're doing that. Step it up. I like that, Jordan. Next week, step it up. I feel like we're doing movie titles right now. Step up 3, step up 3D, whatever. But yeah, guys, that's our players of the week. Isaiah Briscoe and Malik Monk playing the Cats into the #1 spot in the nation. But Jordan, I think we've talked enough about Kentucky basketball and Kentucky football. Let's talk about where the peoples can find us, because this podcast is almost over, Jordan. What a great show this was,
Almost
man.
over.
It's always a good show when you're talking about Kentucky winning and Kentucky going to win.
I'm telling you, we talked about everything in this show.
We really did.
Lord, we talked about politics for 8 minutes. What the heck is wrong with us?
Did we
I
really?
don't even like politics.
I kind of blacked out during that 8 minutes.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't even remember that.
Took me on a wild ride. But anyways, you can find me on Twitter.
The twits, Jordan.
Twitter.
Say it like you should.
Twits.
There you go.
At Jordo David. And Austin, where can they find me on Instagram? Where do you think?
I'm gonna guys, at Jordo David?
That's it, man.
Oh my gosh, how much?
Good job. So Jordo David. There you go.
Double Jordo David. You guys
Austin.
can find me on the twits and the
Twitter.
Instagrams.
The Instas.
You know what's weird though? I'm at the Burkinator with a 3 instead of the E. It's like the Baconator, but it's me. But I actually did. I believe my Twitter the B is capitalized and my Instagram it's not.
It is
that
because
confusing?
every time I go to tag you on Twitter, like to show people our podcast, it's like, who are you talking about?
Well, the thing is,
it never understands.
I can't change it. I can change the Instagram one, but I don't want the capital B in the Instagram. I want the lowercase b. So I would like to change the Twitter to a lowercase b, but they're not going to allow me to do that,
Why?
Jordan. I don't know. It won't let me.
Well,
I don't know, man.
You try to do it on your phone?
I need to write a
You have to do it on your computer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, you just gotta get on your computer and do it.
I was going to send a brisk.
It would make my life so much easier if you'd done that too. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
So you could tag me.
I
You
spent
could
like
tag me
30
in the
minutes
show.
just trying to tag you.
Jordan,
and
I'm sorry,
stuff,
man.
So,
I was going to send a brisk, well-written email to the people at Twitter.
well, now you won't have to.
No,
Don't
I won't
worry.
have to. I appreciate that, Jordan.
You're welcome.
We solve so many problems on this show. If I'm going to leave you guys with anything, too, it's this. Let's go pee. Let's go pee, Jordan.
Let's do
Jordan, let's go pee. Jordan, I've had a great time talking with you today, man. We have a Twitter now. Jordan, what's the Twitter handle? Do you know what the Twitter handle is? Because we've not even really checked up on it yet. We don't even really have a logo for the show either right now. We're just kind of working with what we have.
let me hear. I'm going to go on and look since we're on the air. You know, everybody likes dead air. Anyways.
Yeah, there's no such thing
There's
as dead
no
air,
such
man.
thing as
Here, I'll fill the
dead
dead air. Ready?
Yeah,
Let's
go.
go pee. Let's go pee. Have you not found it yet, Jordan?
I'm still looking for it. Hang on. There's like a bunch of stuff here.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'm on UK equipment staff. That's not us. Austin Burke.
That is not us. That is me.
Kentucky Wildcat.
It's that capitalized B, man. It's getting in the way of everything. I'm telling you.
Okay, listen. I thought we had Twitter, but we'll have Twitter by the time this episode is up. We'll get it. Don't worry.
We will.
I started. I thought I finished it, but I guess not. All right, so we will have Twitter.
That's amazing.
Hopefully by the time this is up.
Okay. You know what else I just realized, Jordan? I have your hard drive in my pocket.
Whoa.
See that?
How'd you?
I found it in the computer lab today. This is something that we should discuss after the show.
Thank
you
you.
guys so much for listening. Jordan is amazed right now because I'm sure he's not been looking for this.
I haven't, man. Great.
But
like Christmas.
It is like Christmas. You know what else is like
this
Christmas?
was like $12 on Amazon.
You know what else is like Christmas?
What?
The Kentucky Wildcats winning a national championship. And that's what we're going to do this year, guys. Thank you once again for listening. And we at the Wildcast will catch you later.
For good.
Great.
For dude, I can't believe you found this.